Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to Roberto's Journals. In today's video, this is going to be part 2 of my 5-part series of celebrating having my braces in for 1 full year. And in this video, for the second part, I'm going to talk about my 5 hopes that I have for the remainder of my braces journey and what I hope to happen until the end of the journey when my braces are taken out. Okay, so hope number 1 is probably not going to be a surprise to any of you guys who have been following my journey so far, and that's going to be about my stubborn canine. And that's the canine, or the one hope, my first hope that I want to happen and to change throughout the rest of my braces journey, and I hope to happen first as well. And that's this canine here. It still hasn't moved, and I'm going to talk more about this in my month 13 update, which will be coming out very soon, because I did have another adjustment and they did talk about what they're going to do about this particular tooth. But that's hope number 1, that this canine actually moves, because I believe this one tooth is stalling the progress of everything happening on my bottom jaw. They've already put power chains on my top teeth here, but they still haven't put them back onto the bottom tooth because this one is still not aligned, as you can see there. I suppose this is probably one of the most frustrating parts about my braces journey so far, is that even in a space of a month, I see a change, and because of this one tooth, I haven't seen much of a change or progression throughout my braces journey until this tooth actually does what it needs to do. So I think that's the difference between the impatience and the frustration this time round, because nothing else is happening until that tooth moves. So that's hope number 1, that this tooth moves sooner rather than later, so that we can continue on my braces journey. Hope number 2 is that my extraction gaps start to fill by my teeth moving in the gaps where my teeth were extracted. So you might be able to see some of it here. So that's the gap here. That, I know that gap is definitely smaller than how it was when the tooth was removed, because this tooth have had to move kind of this way, and this premolar here is certainly moving this way as well. So that's definitely started to close here, and this one has definitely started to close as well up here. And I can't wait to actually see these gaps finally close and have a proper aligned set of teeth with no huge gaps. I mean, these gaps here, like this one here, I don't mind, but when you start to see all of your teeth aligned without a large gap, I think that's when I'm going to start getting excited that we're nearing towards the end of my braces journey. Now, I don't think they've actually started to fill here. You can see that this premolar here is angling this way as it's trying to move in place, and similar to this one here, I think, here. But I suppose we can't actually close them properly like the power chains will naturally do until this canine has actually done its thing first. And then number 3, my third hope, I want to talk about my teeth being shaved. Now, I mentioned this in my previous video about how you see here, there's a big gap between these two teeth here. Now they're going to shave, or I hope they're going to shave these areas here to make them less triangular. If you look at my previous video, you'll see me explain it in a little bit more detail. But this is my next hope, that they do shave this sometime soon. I'm hoping pretty much after this canine has sorted itself out, so that my teeth can actually start to close the gaps. Otherwise, that's going to be there towards the end of my braces journey, I suppose. Let's see. But not only to shave areas of my teeth where they're triangular shaped, so that they're more rectangular, so they can kind of meet better, but also, can you see how this canine, once it's done its thing as well, you can see here that it's pointed and kind of jagged and sharp here at the top. Now, Tig did say that towards the end of my braces journey, he's going to shave that, kind of make them all a bit aligned. And then as I've been looking at my teeth even more so recently, I've noticed as well that you can see here, this one, there's a little bit of a, it's not perfectly straight, I should say. Can you see here? There's like a little gap here. And then also, these aren't particularly straight either. You can see this is angling down this way, here, and they're not perfectly straight. So it's my hope that they're going to kind of shave them to have that really nice aligned shape as well. Well, I think that's what they're going to do, because Chig did mention about shaving this on here also. Hope number 4, we're going to talk about my alignment and my midline alignment, I should say. So when I close my teeth properly, and when I naturally close my teeth, you'll see that some teeth aren't aligned top to bottom. I'll show you what I mean. So can you see here? This canine should match this canine here, but it's a little bit off. Similar to my midline, again, I mentioned this in my previous video if you want to go and check that out. But my midline, these 2 teeth here should meet these 2 teeth here. But they don't. It meets these 2 teeth here. So it should be like this. But it's not. It's angled towards one side. And then similarly here, this canine is nowhere near aligned with the top canine. It's actually with this incisor here. So that's my next hope, that I'm really interested to see how they're going to shift my bottom jaw. It looks like my bottom jaw is kind of gone towards this way a little bit, and they need to bring it this way. And I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to do that. And I'm guessing it's just going to be via power chains, but I can't wait to see how they tackle that problem too. And then lastly, my hope number 5, and I know I can't help this one and it's part of the process, but I was really hoping that I'd be finishing my braces journey by the end of this year, so that I'd be able to have Christmas this year without my braces. But if it goes on to next year, I'm not too fussed. My aim when I was first starting to have braces was that I would have it before my birthday coming up in March next year. So I hope by then my braces journey will be finished and that they'll be out before my birthday. But if it's going to be before Christmas, a bonus. I mean, that was always the plan with Chig anyway, that it would be around Halloween time that they would come out. But maybe because of this tooth, it's probably extended that by a couple of months. So Christmas for me would be perfect. But if it moves on to next year, so be it. That's just part of the braces journey, and I get to make more videos for you guys too. Okay guys, so there's my 5 hopes of what I hope to happen throughout the remainder of my braces journey. As I mentioned in my previous video in part 1 of this 5-part series, if there's anything in particular that you guys want me to discuss or talk about that I've gone through in my 12 months of having braces, put them in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and I'll talk about these in more detail in part 5 of this 5-part series. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to be kind, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.